In this video, we'll discuss how to handle hazardous materials. We use the SDS or Safety Data Sheet to handle hazardous materials. The Safety Data Sheet outlines a variety of different methods that you need to handle these materials. First, you have your identification. Make sure you're talking about the exact material that you're actually wanting to understand. Section 2 is hazards and signal words, first aid, how to store it, how to handle it, equipment, and then disposal. These documents are pretty long, but they're very well organized and each section is clearly labeled. Within the SDS, you'll see pictograms, which I'm sure everybody can appreciate as long as you can interpret it. It has a little image that shows the type of hazard for that chemical. You also have signal words, and this does two things. It tells you, number one, the degree of hazard, so caution is less hazardous than danger, and then it also specifies if it's poisonous. So you have the degree, but then is it poisonous or not? You've probably seen this around businesses, oil fields, on the back of trucks. This is a hazmat diamond, and this tells you the degree of hazard, and it has different types of hazards like health hazard, fire, instability, specific hazards. The higher the number, the more hazardous. The lower the number, the less hazardous. At home, you have hazardous materials that you might not think of as hazardous, and they may not be that hazardous, but when you mix it with another chemical, it becomes very dangerous. And these are four that you really need to watch out for: bleach and vinegar, bleach and ammonia, bleach and rubbing alcohol. Notice the trend here with bleach. Then you have hydrogen peroxide and vinegar. So they all produce a dangerous byproduct that can harm us significantly. Along with mixing chemicals, you also have to be aware of how to dispose of chemicals properly. We can't just dump hazardous chemicals down the drain unless the SDS says you can. So read the SDS, find the disposal section, and then follow the disposal method in the SDS. Obviously, if you dump these chemicals in the water, like in a river or a lake, that's really bad because that messes with the water supply. The dirt, if you just pour it in your front yard, that contaminates the ground, and the water supply makes to the food. So you have a variety of different issues that result as a product of improper disposal. And the way that it actually hurts us is these toxins enter the body through either ingestion, absorption, inhalation, and when that occurs, those toxins enter the bloodstream and travel all over the body and affect specific types of cells, and that's how we get sick. The way to dispose properly is recycle. You might go to AutoZone or Home Depot to dispose of a chemical properly. You talk to somebody that works there and they'll help you out with that. You might contact the city or the county to find out how they dispose of hazardous materials. There's typically a facility that you can go to. Never pour these materials down the sink unless the SDS says that that's the proper disposal method. Improper disposal, throwing hazardous materials in the trash, burning them, pouring it down your drain. Even if you have a septic system, it can still leak. And then even if and same thing as if you have like a water treatment facility, it's same issue. It can leak and contaminate the ground, contaminate the water supply. So make sure that you're disposing of these chemicals properly.